Ilya Tupuria is ducking Arman Tsarukyan. Arman, he is ducking. Like, I never saw ducking like this since GSP ducked Robert Whittaker. Like, this dude beat Charles Oliveira in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. How is that possible? He beat him in 2 minutes and he's coming back next year. And I think Ilya Tupuria knows that Arman needs a fight now, or maybe in November or December or October. So Arman will fight Ilya Tupuria. And Ilya Tupuria knows that Arman is going to be the threat to him. And I noticed that Ilya Tupuria also ducked Movsar Evloev. I think Ilya Tupuria will retire maybe 2027, 2028. So now I think he just wants to beat old legends. He doesn't want to beat guys who are up and coming, who are good competition. Because Arman Tsarukyan, say what you want about him, he is Ilya Tupuria's hardest fight. Ilya Tupuria's hardest fight because of the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu. And he's actually not bad on the feet. He's alright on the feet. And Ilya Tupuria, he beat Volkanovski, who's old and coming off a loss against Islam Makhachev. He beat Holloway, who had a terrible weight cut to featherweight. And he beat Oliveira, coming off one win versus Michael Chandler, who Paddy Pimblett destroyed, you know. So when I think of his resume, it's like, it's good on paper. But when you really break it down, it's like, is it really that good? Because there are people like Movsar who beat Aljamain Sterling in the top 5, right? What's this dude's name? Diego Lopez in the top 5. He beat what's this guy's name? He beat Dan Ige, who's still a gatekeeper, who's really good and barely lost to Ige. Ige barely lost to Pitbull, which is Movsar Evloev's win, right? Yeah, so I think Ilya Tupuria is ducking. He ran away from Movsar to come to lightweight, and now he's running away from Arman Tsarukyan, which makes zero sense. Like, Arman Tsarukyan has good wins, let's be honest. He beat Oliveira, who was coming off a win. He wasn't coming off a win of a number 9 Chandler. Arman beat Oliveira coming off against number 3 ranked at the time Dariush, and Arman Tsarukyan knocked out Dariush. You know, he knocked out Dariush. He beat Silva. He brutalized Joel Alvarez. That fight was disturbing. It was disturbing. The amount of blood, it was brutal. It was brutal, and Arman battered him. He beat Oliveira, close fight. He beat Dariush, knocked him out with ease. He beat Silva, who was, I think, number 13. And I know he got dropped and got hurt, but he still pulled through, got the takedown, got a mount, and hammered a lot of shots, and Silva couldn't defend it. And yeah. And remember, I just don't like what Ilya Tupuria is doing. I really don't. I get what he's trying to do. He wants to beat legends. Like, he wants to be like, when you look at his resume, oh, he beat Volkanovski, he beat Holloway, he beat Oliveira. But like, if you really look at the guys he's beating, Islam knocked out Volkanovski in round 1. And Volkanovski took the fight on short notice against Ilya Tupuria. You know what I mean? Oliveira was coming off 1 win, and he lost to Arman Tsarukyan. You know what I mean? He's coming off 1 win. And remember, Paddy Pimblett brutalized Michael Chandler. He brutalized him, and Oliveira barely beat Chandler. And Paddy Pimblett, I don't think he's gonna want to fight Arman, because I think he said Arman is boring. I don't know if he said that. He said Arman is not exciting, and he shit his pants, and he didn't want to fight Islam Makhachev for some reason. Because remember, Arman was injured against Islam because I think he hurt his back. And obviously, why would you want to take a title fight against Islam Makhachev, pound for pound number 1, and be injured? No. So Arman said, no, I'm not going to do that. And I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to fight Dan Hooker. I think Dan Hooker is the only guy that wants to fight him, because I think Dan Hooker beat Gamrot, who was number 5 at the time. and I think he's looking to come back, and I think he wants to fight in November or maybe December, and I think Arman will probably fight in November because it's MSG. It's a big card. It's a huge card. Islam versus JDM as the main event, and then they have Zayli versus Shevchenko. So it's actually a very big card. So Paddy Pimblett versus Arman is probably the next fight. But I don't like the ducking from Ilia Topuria. I don't like when he said he doesn't want to fight Arman. Take my belt. Bro, you need to fight this dude. Like, he is clearly the #1 contender. Like, who's he gonna face? Holloway. He already knocked out Holloway, and Holloway is coming off 1 win, which makes no sense. Arman is coming off I think 5 wins or something before he lost to Cameron. So disappointing. Ilia Topuria, I was a fan of you, and you are ducking the #1 contender. Ducking. I don't know what's going on, man. Like, Arman, #1 ranked, #1 in the division, but you don't want to fight him. But Paddy Pimblett, who's #8, you want to fight him? Makes no sense. And Justin Gaethje is coming off 1 win against Fiziev, and he got knocked out. He didn't just get knocked out by Holloway, he got dominated by Max Holloway. Makes no sense. Ducking. Arman, I think UFC don't like Arman. UFC don't like him. So Arman is probably gonna have to fight Dan Hooker, which is annoying. Dan Hooker or Justin Gaethje. But Justin Gaethje doesn't want to fight anybody. Justin Gaethje made it clear that he wants to get a title shot versus Ilia Topuria, and he said he won't fight anybody. He won't fight Paddy. He won't fight Hooker. He won't fight Arman, and he wants that title shot desperately, and he's been pleading for that title shot, which I don't understand. I really don't. So it's very boring now. Arman is an entertaining guy. Ilia Topuria should just fight Arman. Like, I don't know why he wants to fight Crawford, because Crawford is not interested in Ilia Topuria. Apparently, Crawford doesn't know Ilia Topuria, because Ilia Topuria is such a Conor McGregor wannabe. This dude is trying so hard to be Conor McGregor, and it's not good though. And I think Arman Tsarukyan will humble him. He will humble him, or maybe Islam will humble him. But inshallah, alhamdulillah, he will get humbled by them, which is good. So Ilia Topuria, fight Arman Tsarukyan, or you would duck. Stop ducking Arman Tsarukyan, the #1 contender. Stop ducking. Arman deserves a title shot. He deserves.
There's the title. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov.